If you were to open your banking app right now, scroll past the big numbers, the rent, the car payment, the electric bill, and look strictly at the bottom of the ledger, you would see them. $4.99 for a PDF scanner, $6.99 for a cloud storage tier you don't even know is full, $3.99 for an ad-free weather app you downloaded during a trip in 2023, $12.99 for a streaming platform you haven't pressed play on in 4 months. You see these charges on your statement every single month. You feel a brief, mild annoyance. Tell yourself you need to take an afternoon to clean it up, close the app, and go on with your life. The month rolls over, the cycle repeats, and the money slips away again. The very first thing you need to understand today, for the sake of your own sanity, is that this does not happen because you are disorganized, irresponsible, or lazy. You are participating in a behavioral experiment designed by some of the sharpest minds in commercial neuroscience, and you are losing. In a nationwide financial study conducted by the consulting firm West Monroe, researchers asked thousands of Americans to guess how much they spend every month on recurring digital subscriptions. The average guess was $80. When the researchers audited those exact same bank accounts, the actual average spend was $273 a month. People miscalculated their own financial reality by over 300%, and they didn't get it wrong out of stupidity. They got it wrong because the system was engineered to be invisible. Today, we are going to dismantle the hidden mechanics of the apathy economy. We are going to look at the neurobiology behind microcharges, reveal the insider accounting term Silicon Valley doesn't want you to know, and give you the exact protocol to stop the bleeding without spending a single minute fighting customer service chatbots. To understand the trap, we have to look at the base of the human mind. In behavioral economics, there is a widely studied concept known as the pain of paying. When you walk into a physical store, pull a $100 bill out of your wallet, and hand it to a cashier, your brain triggers a region linked to the processing of physical pain. You feel the weight of the loss. When humanity invented the credit card, we separated the act of consumption from the act of payment, and that pain dropped. But when we arrived at the background auto-renewing subscription model, we eliminated the pain entirely. The transaction occurs without your conscious moral consent. Market neuroscientists took this a step further. They discovered that the human brain possesses a hardwired financial noise threshold. Extensive testing proved that any recurring charge under the $7 mark is categorized by your prefrontal cortex not as a loss of wealth, but as an operational cost of survival. It gets filed in the exact same mental department as your water bill or your property tax. Your brain looks at a $4.99 charge and calculates that the caloric and emotional effort required to log in and cancel it is higher than the benefit of keeping the $5. In practice, software corporations are not selling you a tool. They are selling you the peace of not having to make a decision. You pay 5 coins a month simply so your nervous system isn't bothered. When you step out of psychology and into the boardroom of a Silicon Valley chief financial officer, this tactic stops being a theory and gets an official name on the ledger: breakage. In corporate accounting, breakage is the projected revenue collected from customers who pay for a service, but literally never log into their accounts. A decade ago, a software company projected its success based on daily active users. Today, under the subscription model, the golden metric is passive retention. In the revenue projections of major tech giants, there is a fixed spreadsheet row calculating millions of dollars that will clear the bank on the 10th of the month from users who won't generate a single server request for the next 30 days. The entire modern tech industry has adopted the business model of Planet Fitness. Planet Fitness is the largest commercial gym chain in the United States. A standard location has roughly 6,500 active paying members. However, the physical building was designed to hold a maximum of 300 people training at once. If just 10% of their paying members decided to show up on a random Monday evening, the fire marshal would have to shut the block down. Their financial model does not rely on people who want to get in shape. It relies entirely on the 6,200 human beings who pay $10 a month, feel guilty for not going, but feel a debilitating social anxiety at the thought of walking up to the front desk to say they want to quit. The company's profit margin is subsidized by human procrastination, and digital corporations made sure that quitting is an endurance sport. In user interface design, there is a dark pattern known as a roach motel. The golden rule of this architecture is simple. Entry must be absolutely frictionless, and exit must be a labyrinth of exhaustion. To subscribe to a new streaming platform on your phone, the system requires 2 side button clicks and a biometric face scan. Elapsed time: 3 seconds. 0 form filling. To cancel that exact same subscription, the app informs you that it cannot be done on mobile. You are forced to open a desktop browser, dig for the account settings hidden in the footer, enter the billing sub-menu, click Manage Plan, ignore a pop-up offering you 50% off to stay, fill out a mandatory multiple-choice exit survey, and finally click an authentication link sent to an email address you barely check. This is not bad coding. This is engineered hostility. In 2023, the Federal Trade Commission filed a landmark lawsuit against Amazon, leaking internal documents that shocked the industry. The files proved that the company created a secret UI project specifically to make canceling Amazon Prime as difficult as humanly possible. Internally, executives gave this operation an official code name: Project Iliad. They named their own cancellation flow after Homer's ancient Greek epic of the Trojan War, because they knew the consumer would have to survive a literal odyssey just to make the charges stop. They weaponize your daily exhaustion against your balance sheet. When you sit down at 9 o'clock on a Thursday night, drained from your actual job, your decision-making battery is at 0. The algorithm knows that between fighting 7 retention screens or letting them take another $4.99, your biology will choose to lose the money so you can go to sleep. So how does an average person defeat a multi-billion-dollar machine that fights using the weapon of convenience? You don't play their game. You don't rely on willpower. You execute the digital scorched earth protocol. Forget budgeting apps. Forget writing a list of subscriptions in your Notes app. Humans don't fail at intention. They fail at routine maintenance. Once a year, pick a fixed date on the calendar. It could be November 1st or the first Monday of January. On that specific morning, open your banking app, go to your primary credit card, and tap Report Lost or Damaged. Request a replacement card with a brand new 16-digit number, a new CVV, and a new expiration date. And you do not notify a single platform. You initiate total accounting silence. Over the next 2 weeks, your daily routine stays exactly the same, but the automated background billing engines will start slamming into a locked door. The rideshare app you use every morning will send a push notification. Payment method failed. You open it and type the new card in. The music app connected to your car will beep. Payment declined. You update it. But that photo editing app you used for a wedding in 2024, that online masterclass platform you swore you'd watch over the summer, that niche documentary streaming tier, they will try to ping the dead card, get a server error from the bank, try 3 more times in the dark, and, due to standard cybersecurity protocols, automatically revoke your subscription. They will starve in the dark. You will have wiped out 10, 15, or 20 ghost charges without typing your password once, without answering a single exit survey, and without looking at the hostile interface of a single mega corporation. Your income is your mortal time converted into digital digits. Do not let algorithms programmed to exploit your fatigue drain your dignity in increments of $4.99. Starve the parasites. Reclaim the noise. Beat the simulation.